Okay, friends, it's Mr. C back again. So what I'm gonna do now is an unboxing for the Ezcube planter, and it also has the planter legs, and this is the 4-in-1 cover and trellis. All right, so none of this stuff has been previously opened. I am doing this just raw and uncut, so you can see my struggles if there are any. But this should be pretty simple. A little breezy, but we'll just deal with it. This is better than the heat. We're gonna get this started. All right. So I got my blade. Just gonna cut this open. This is this is the planter. So we're gonna start out with that. We'll pull everything out. We're gonna make sure we have all our parts. That's important. If we're missing anything, then this will not be a success. So always do your inventory. Always do your inventory. It's a manual for Ezcube planter, a 21 by 24 inch. So I'm supposed to have an outer shell, one inner shell, short legs 4, 2 long panels and 2 short panels, side panel corner bracket, supposed to have 4 of those, water gauge assembly, 16 millimeter screws, and 2 water level regulators. So let's pull everything out and see what we got. And make sure we have everything we're supposed to. This is the inner. This is the water gauge. I think that's what they called it. For these corner brackets. That's what it called for. Short legs. We got 4 of these. And we got 2 of the water fillers. And this is the outer. Let me crack this box open, because I don't plan on doing any gardening on the ground. Not gonna happen. All right, so got 4 legs. It doesn't raise it that much higher, but much higher than those. This is probably like 2 inches. This is probably like 8 to 10 inches. What does it say on here? 12 inches is the height on these legs. So better than this. And here comes the wind. Santa Ana's. Gotta love it. So with the assembly, it says to start by putting 12-inch legs on there. Okay. I'm just gonna go through this step by step. A couple tools out. So it says you don't need any power tools for this process, so we are not using any power tools. We had how many screws? 16. 4, 8, 12, 16. So these legs are gonna go on here like this. So let's start. I got one Phillips head screwdriver. And the main reason why you don't want to use power tools, because this stuff is plastic and you don't want to over tighten anything. And that would leave your end product not in good shape, especially for long-term use. Last one we have. This, I know I said it was Ezcube. It is by Vigo Garden. There's no, I'm not getting any sponsorship from them. We have several other products. The not Ezcube, but the self-watering containers. We have large ones, the big ones, and the small ones, and they work good. And you've seen them in a couple of the videos. I don't think anybody's seen the small ones, but here you go. Got some mint in there. So got tomatoes out here, and then that's it for the ones up front. In the backyard, there's the bigger ones are back there. So I'll hurry up and get this screwed in, and then we can move forward with this process. Like I said, I didn't cheat and pull out and look at it and assemble it and then take it down and put it back in the box and make it seem like I hadn't done it before. That is not the case. But I'm sure if you give this to a small child, they can put it together. It's not very hard. I think the whole purpose behind doing these is the ease of assembly and setup. And then, you know, you don't want to spend hours putting together something before you can use it. I think the whole purpose of this was to keep it simplistic. And I think they did a good job at doing that. So I know on the manual it said it was 16 screws. It looks like they sent 18, which is not a bad thing, because sometimes as humans we miscount and mistakenly think we did something when we didn't do it. And this is a good little backup plan. Throw a couple extra screws in there, because sometimes you might need it. Maybe they pack 16, you drop one, you lose it, can't find it until later. You're like, oh man. And now you're trying to put this together with one missing screw. Now you're messing with the integrity of the product. And we don't want to do that. So I got the legs on there, and we're just going to go through this step by step. So I'm going to flip this over. Just like that. So now I got the legs on. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to install the water level regulators. And there's 2 of those. That's these here. Okay. So this is going to go on either side. Just like that. Hand tighten these. Don't want to tie them too tight. All right. So the way this works is when you have your water in here, and if you want 90% of the water to stay in here, this is going to be in the upward position, the 90. And they have 90, 60, 30, and 0. So if in the wintertime you want less water to be retained inside the reservoir area, you just rotate this down to 60 or 30 or 0, or you can do in between, whatever suits you. You can do it either way, so it doesn't matter. You have options. And then next, it says to insert the inner portion. And what do they call that? It is the inner shell. So this here, we got the outer shell, and now we have the inner shell. There it goes. It just pops down in there. Just like that. So this also gives instructions. So it says the circular square notches should align with the sides that has the logo. So we have the Vigo logo. So I believe this is gonna be like this. Okay. And then from here, insert the 2 long side panels and 2 short panels and corresponding grooves. So there's little grooves in here. Pull this back out again one time. So in here, you have these little grooves. I don't know if you can see that. See these little grooves? So the panels are gonna slide into those, okay? So this is the short side. There it goes. The slit forward. And that is it. So from here, all you got to do is add your soil, add water, and then you're set to jet. But I will not be adding soil in here today. Also, I noticed this on these regulators here. There's a cap, and inside here is this yellow cap here. You want to make sure you take this out. So when you do have your water run off, if you overfill, if you have it like at 20 or whatever, 10, all the excess water is gonna run out. It's just gonna run out. But I have to get that off of there. I have a flathead screwdriver, so that should get the job done. See, this pops out, and now your water can flow. So now our next step is gonna be this 4-in-1. We have here the Ezcube 4-in-1 cover and trellis. Okay, so we're gonna put this all together. And pick up my trash so the wind doesn't blow it away and I'm not chasing stuff down the street. My blade. Careful not to cut yourself. Work smarter, not harder. I don't know why I was trying to pull that out. I'm trying to be fancy and stuff. We're not doing that. So once again, grab the instruction manual. All right. So what I'm gonna do? We're gonna finish this. Then we go to the garage and grab the right trellis cover for a single Ezcube. So I'll be right back. All right. So I found the right box. I'm gonna tape this, put some tape on here, and then this is gonna be for another day. I don't have any packing tape, so I'm gonna use some painter's tape to get the job done. They are messing me up already. They love me. What it is, it's not that much basil right here. I have the missus grab me some basil. Can you grab me some basil? Huh? I appreciate it. So I can put it on my legs and my arms. All right. The missus is gonna grab me some basil, and so I can get that all rubbed in and protect myself. I thought it was gonna be done before the sun got down pretty decent, but you know, things happen, so it is what it is. Everything can't go smooth like you want it to all the time. So just adapt and overcome. Adapt and overcome. All right. So, blade up. Let me move this up some. Thank you. All right, look at that. Fresh basil. So, all I'm going to do is just rub this in my hand until get some of the oils out. I don't know if this works for everybody, but this works for me. And this is only thing that allows me to come out here in the evening when the sun is setting and work outside. You just rub it together, get them oils. Oils out. There we go. Just like that. Get on my forehead. Back of my neck. And there we go. So you may see me still itching and everything. That's because mosquitoes done already got me. So I'm already a victim. But try not to be a victim. I just got at it a little bit too late. Still got basil on me. So all this access packing stuff. Just make sure I have all my parts before we get started. Just right. Yeah. 13, 14. All right. So we look good. So this calls for a Phillips screwdriver again. And then on this cube, we had to pull these little tabs out. So that's what we're going to do right now. Just need a flathead screwdriver. And there's only 4 of them. There's one in each corner. They just sit in there like that. And then the next one is going to sit on top like so. Oh. I want my screws on the inside or the outside? Okay, we want the screw holes on the outside. So, and as you can see, I'm 6 foot and this is almost as tall as me. Okay, and then on the top, we put the arches like this. There we go. And with those arches, it's taller than me. So this is plenty of height to get any of your vining type plants room to grow. All right, so looks like we're going to take the M4 screws and we're going to screw them in to each of these sections to make sure that they're secure. But like I said, just follow the instructions, follow your guide, and you will be good to go. Got my long screws, got my short screws. And I'll be using my, just want to double check. It says P3, F2, F2 are the short ones. So yeah. I didn't even dip them all out in my hand, but it should be fairly quick. Right. So that you guys can see the sunsets in the backyard, and I do not want to get none of that sun. The house is blocking the sun, so I decided to do this out front. So this comes with a cover. Oops. Does it help keep the bugs out? Those critters that you don't want inside with your fruit. You know, if you're doing tomatoes, the hornworms, everybody's enemy. Vicious little creatures. Those things will devastate a tomato plant in, I say, less than 24 hours. Less than 24 hours. They are malicious. And I say malicious. They are malicious. Let me see how to do this. Okay. And then, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Well, I'll just put it on here just so you guys to see. Real simple. Real simple. Because when I move this, I'm just going to take this cage off, and I am going to move everything to the back. And then they'll be ready to be used when I'm ready to use them. And this also will help keep that net secure, because these high winds out here get real crazy, and don't want the wind taking anything that belongs to you. Wind is bad and wind is good at the same time. The wind helps to pollinate our plants along with the birds and the bees. And what else? Yeah, birds, bees, wind, because we need them. Everybody does their part, even us. If you're walking through a field of flowers, guess what? You'll help pollinating those plants for the next season. Oops. So everybody has a part. Mother Nature did things for a reason, and oh, that's a label, and it works. The animals, when they're out foraging, moving from plant to plant, they're helping to pollinate plants, seeds. Okay, that needs to go down to the lower level, just like that. So, and there you go. This comes down. You can tighten it up right here, so that way you have some good tension. Makes it harder for those little critters to get in there. And you got this on both sides. There you go. You have plenty of growing space in this Vigo Garden Ezcube. So that's it. Everything is together. Didn't really take that long. I probably could have put it together quicker if I wasn't doing this. But when you're explaining things and talking about things, it tends to take a little bit longer. Be a little bit distracted, but it is what it is. I'm doing this for myself, and I'm also doing it for you guys. So, if you have any questions, comments, you can put it in the comment section, and I'll add links for the stuff also in the comment section. So if you're interested in getting it, you can. Like I said, I'm not affiliated with Vigo Garden. I'm not getting no kickbacks from this. I'm just doing this for me, and I'm doing it for you. So once again, the Ezcube, really nice. 12-inch extension legs. This is a 21 by 48 cube. The stand, I wonder if it says it on here exactly how tall. It doesn't say, but anyways, it's tall. I'm 6 foot, so me and we still have another about 6-7 inches above me for stuff to grow in here. So that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Anywho, I'm out. Thank you for watching, and I know this video is a little bit long, but it will get chopped down a little bit, so it won't be that long. And try to chop it down to maybe like 10 minutes or something like that, if that. Just make sure you get all the everything in there. The setup of the cube, the cover and the cage, and that's it. That's the essential things. Remember, use your manual. It's there for a reason, to help you out. I'm notorious for not looking at the manual, but sometimes you have to, and it makes your job a lot easier. Also, make sure all your parts are there. If you're missing parts, make sure you reach out to the, the manufacturers so that you can either get a replacement or they'll send you the parts so you can use whatever you're building. All right. So I'm out. Ciao. Have a great night. All right. So from foot to head, I mean, literally, this is like probably 6'5", 6'7", maybe. So that's plenty of height. So for the shorter people, if anything's growing that high, you may have a bit of a challenge, but you have plenty of growing space.